That morning coffee sitting on your desk right now almost didn't exist. For 300 years, a single empire controlled every coffee bean on Earth. They guarded the plants like nuclear codes. Anyone caught smuggling coffee seeds faced execution. This monopoly triggered espionage, colonial wars, and the rise of global empires. One stolen plant changed everything. By 1500, the Ottoman Empire had locked down the entire coffee supply. Coffee grew only in Yemen, under Ottoman control. They boiled every bean before export to ensure nothing could be planted elsewhere. European powers were desperate. Coffee had become more valuable than gold in their markets. But the Ottomans weren't selling seeds, they were selling addiction. Coffee arrived in Europe during the 1600s and spread like wildfire. Coffee houses became centers of business, politics, and revolution. London alone had over 3,000 coffee houses by 1700. Kings feared them as breeding grounds for rebellion. But Europe had a problem. Every bean came from Ottoman territory. Every cup funded their rivals. The race to break the monopoly had begun. In 1616, Dutch merchant Peter van den Broeke smuggled live coffee plants out of Yemen. He hid them on his ship and sailed to Amsterdam. The Dutch planted them in greenhouses, then shipped seedlings to their colonies in Ceylon and Java. Within decades, the Dutch East India Company controlled a rival coffee empire. The Ottomans had lost their stranglehold. France wanted in. In 1714, the Dutch gifted a single coffee plant to King Louis XIV. It was kept in the Royal Botanical Garden under armed guard. This one plant became the parent of millions. French naval officer Gabriel de Clieu stole a cutting in 1723 and sailed to Martinique. He reportedly shared his water ration with the plant during the voyage. That plant populated the entire Caribbean. Coffee transformed colonial strategy. European powers invaded tropical territories specifically to grow coffee. The Portuguese seized Brazil, the Spanish took Central America, the British claimed Jamaica. These weren't just land grabs, they were agricultural warfare. Entire populations were enslaved to harvest beans, forests were burned to plant coffee. The plant that once grew in Yemen now fueled empires across 3 continents. Coffee plantations ran on slavery. In Haiti alone, over 500,000 enslaved Africans worked coffee fields by 1780. They died in staggering numbers from exhaustion and disease. Haiti produced half the world's coffee, but the workers never tasted it. The wealth flowed back to Paris. When Haiti revolted in 1791, the coffee economy collapsed. France lost billions. One crop had built an empire and destroyed it. Brazil emerged as the ultimate winner. By 1850, Brazilian plantations produced 50% of the world's coffee. They expanded into the interior, clearing millions of acres of rainforest. The coffee barons became wealthier than European aristocrats. Brazil's economy ran entirely on coffee for over a century. A single agricultural product shaped the destiny of the largest country in South America. The Ottoman monopoly seemed like ancient history. Today, coffee is the second most traded commodity on Earth after oil. Over 125 million people depend on it for their livelihood. The global coffee market is worth over $100 billion annually, but the structure remains colonial. Poor countries grow the beans. Rich countries roast and sell them. Farmers earn pennies per pound while corporations earn dollars per cup. The wars ended, but the inequality never did. Coffee cultivation has destroyed ecosystems across the tropics. Traditional coffee forests have been replaced by sun-grown monocultures. These plantations require heavy pesticides and strip soil nutrients. Over 25 million acres of forest have been cleared for coffee production. Species have gone extinct. Water supplies have been poisoned. The drink that fueled empires is now consuming the environment. The true cost of coffee has never been calculated. A stolen plant in 1616 triggered 3 centuries of war, slavery, and environmental destruction. Coffee reshaped global economics and built empires on the backs of millions. Every cup carries this history. Understanding where coffee came from changes how we see it. If this story changed how you view your morning routine, share this video. The most powerful commodity stories are the ones we drink every day.